political. I think this is a little bit more funnier, obviously, but I think it's like part of the Donald Trump trolls.
So I guess over the last couple weeks, Omarosa Manigault has risen back to the public spotlight, I'll say, and she's claiming that she has all these tapes that would be incriminating towards Donald Trump and the Trump administration. Basically, from what she said, she basically spent all of her time as an employee in the White House,
just
recording conversations, recording the goings on in the Situation Room in the White House, which can't be legal. I don't know if she's going to end up I know Ben Shapiro said that like it's unlikely she's going to be arrested or spend any time in prison, but I can't imagine what she was doing was legal. I guess I don't know if Washington D.C. is like a double consent or whatever it's called, where it's like you have to tell the person you're recording or not. But anyway, yeah. So she claims she has. I guess the most. I don't know what the right word is. Infamous one is that. So she supposedly has a tape of. Donald Trump saying the N-word. Yeah. Which I don't know why you would not just release that one right away.
That one would
if
make
that one
you
existed,
more credible and more to the point and more definitive on like what you're saying is right or it's true.
Yeah.
But like that, she has that in her back. Like, why would she have that? Like, that should be like the first one, and then
like why? Yeah, why are you still holding on to that?
I think there's another. There was another report of a past. What was the show that he had?
The Apprentice.
The Apprentice. There was guys that have been on there that he said stuff like this. But I'm like, if he said that stuff, then like, why isn't that out? Well, wasn't that out before the election as well? It's just speculation. That's for me. I'm like, wait, that like, if you want to get Donald Trump gone, like, put that out. If you don't have it, then she obviously doesn't have anything. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't understand why you don't just release it. And I think everyone's looking to her now to. Like, be the person, like, for the 15,000th time. Like, oh, this is going to be the thing that brings down Donald Trump. And it turns out to be basically nothing.
Publicity, getting, like, a book deal or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure. None of the tapes that she's released so far have been anything of importance. I think she's released 3 of, like, various... one of them was, like, a conversation with the Secretary of State, whose name... Fired. Yeah, so she gets fired. Basically, at this point, she's just a disgruntled former employee. She gets fired. Then she has another tape of her talking to Donald Trump. And Donald Trump says basically, like, I didn't know you were going to get fired. Oh, John Kelly is the guy's name that fired her. And then she has a third tape with someone in the Trump family.
Tiffany Trump?
Yeah, I don't remember the relation.
Is that his daughter?
Maybe daughter-in-law.
No, they're going to double check. Keep talking.
So it has a tape with her talking or discussing like a payment of some kind. Oh, it was another employment. The conversation was her like talking about the amount of money that Omarosa was making while she was working at the White House, and like they would be able to match that. It was like $180,000, something like that. They were talking about in that. So basically, nothing that she's put out has been anything surprising or anything incriminating to anyone in the Trump administration.
Yeah, it's his daughter. She's our daughter. Age.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. And this kind of ties into our last little bullet point, and that's the situation surrounding the former head of the CIA, John Brennan. There's been a lot of controversy over the last couple weeks, because I guess maybe it's only been about a week or so now. Donald Trump removed John Brennan's security clearance. And a lot of people are up in arms about that in general. Personally, I don't really think it's that big of a deal at all. I don't understand why he still even has one. If you're not employed, I guess. And what I've learned from that point is that I guess sometimes people hold on to it for a long period of time, and they're brought back in for their opinion on
certain issues.
They
might have an expertise in.
But I don't understand why you can't take their security clearance and like if you need their opinion on something else, like read them into whatever is happening.
Well, I think that might be the thing though. I think the security clearance probably has like what they say, like don't like you can't say stuff that's on there like that's probably part of the clear security clearance is like saying what it's going to be said
Yeah,
to be more
I guess.
confidential.
So the Trump administration issued a statement regarding John Brennan, basically that it was basically conduct detrimental to the administration is basically why his security clearance was revoked. He's been accused of leaking information to the press that was acquired with his security clearance. And now basically he's a full-time pundit on CNN, sharing information that he was getting from his security clearance to like make some to speak on issues on CNN and stuff like that. They would have him on. So it's obviously you're not supposed to be sharing that classified information, and in the case of Omarosa Manigault, you're not supposed to be recording that private information.
Well, I think another thing is like a lot of people are using this to like gain like profit in a way, because like John Brennan's making
they're
money
making
off
careers
of,
out of it,
yeah,
and like book deals and stuff like that.
So it's like that's like the part I don't like. I agree with, when you're let go as an employee, yes, you shouldn't, and you should be reprocessed basically when you come back, or if your opinion is coming back, right, or they want your opinion on certain situations or issues or expertise. Omarosa is just a joke. Like, just like, what is she, first off, she shouldn't have been hired in the first place.
Correct.
Also, how the hell did she get a recorder in there so well? Like,
what is security doing?
I know what is going on with the White House security. Jesus. Other than that, like, that one's more of a joke for me. The John Brennan one is more reasonable, but Trump basically put all the people that he doesn't like on that like security list, and like those are just people he doesn't agree with, I guess. That's what you see a lot of.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think the way he did it, the numbers he did, maybe if he gradually got rid of one by one, then it would have gotten a little bit more unnoticed or as much of a headline. But I think since he did it almost all at once, you're kind of like, wait, what is he doing? And that's just like another thing that people are like looking at, like, what? Also, like, why? Like, I've seen the argument where why would people want the expertise of these past administrations? Or the excuse like, oh, well, they can ask them a certain question for something. I'm like, well, why would they do that in the first place if they didn't want to?
Why were they fired? Or like,
why?
Well, I guess you could have a situation where like someone retired, there was an expert in a particular thing. I guess how I would probably handle it is, I would have like a different, say for example, John Brennan was like the top spy, like he was head of the CIA. So you have like an A level clearance. Now, this is obviously an oversimplification, I'm sure, but like you have like A, B, C levels of clearance, and then like a D, or like a not even D, like a level
Z.
Yeah, sure, level Z level clearance that's specifically for people who like they don't have access to the day to day, but they have the approval necessary to be read in and to like be updated on something if they're needed. Like, so they can't see the day-to-day files and ongoings of the CIA, but if they're ever needed, they already have their approval to like come in and someone to consult them on a certain thing. Like, I don't understand why it can't, like, that seems really simple to me. I don't understand why.
Well, I
that
mean,
can't be the case.
John Brennan specifically, he's obviously been using this and been able to like, he's just using it to make a career out of it.
Well, yeah, he is now, yeah. But I mean, just in general, like,
but
if
now
someone,
since he's done that, so all it is he's gonna be part of that headline, and the next week someone might ask him for his opinion, but like he's not gonna have the access. So
yeah,
he's a little bit more irrelevant after this.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah.